Hello everyone. In this session, I'm going to cover NC procedure and what are the functions of NC machining center. Means, for example, the functions in sense what are the capabilities of NC system. The topics that I'm going to cover are NC procedure and its functions. Okay, let me decrease the thickness. Its functions. This is first topic and the second one. Here I'm going to talk about the capabilities of that particular NC system, and in NC procedure what are the steps need to be followed. In the previous session we have seen the three elements of NC system: program of instructions, number 1, number 2, control unit, number 3, machining center or a machine tool. Alright. So by using all the three elements or the complete process, how the procedure is developed, that we'll see now. Okay. Now coming to NC procedure, there are 5 steps need to be followed, which are in order. The order cannot be changed. Okay. To work on NC system, we need to know the complete NC procedure. The first one is process planning is number 1. What is a process planner? What do you get through this particular process planner? Process planning is something which is related to the root sheets. Oh my God. Let me change thickness. Coming to the process planner, what exactly we need to know is, here we are trying to find the or trying to get the root sheets. We are trying to get the root sheets of whatever the process we are going to perform, which lists the sequence of operations and which must be performed on work part. Means what does this particular root sheets will give? Means this will give you an idea of sequence of operations. Means here a specific part may go through, for example, a specific part may undergo different operations like turning, milling, grinding. Part 1 will undergo all the three operations. Okay. Now the root sheet will give you information about the part 1 will first, whether it will go first to turning operation or milling operation or grinding operation. Okay. Maybe for example, it will go to the turning operation, second to the milling, third to the grinding operation. Then how much time it is going to spend on turning, 2 minutes or 3 minutes. That information also you have on a root sheet. Similarly, how much time it will take to travel from turning machine to the milling machine. Okay, 1 minute or 2 minutes of time. Similarly, after milling, how much time will it take to travel from milling to grinding operation? How much time it is going to spend on this particular grinding, 2 minutes of time or what? Okay. So every information about the machine, about the travel time, about the process will be there in the root sheet before it will go to the shop floor for manufacturing. So process planning is something, a planning is complete planning is given before it go to the shop floor for manufacturing. The raw material information, machine information, tools information, jigs, fixtures information, time, bond or time it will take on a specific machine, every information is given in the form of a process planning. And the second one is after process planning, once you have a process sheet with you or a root sheet with you, once you have a sequence of operations with you, then the idea or the plan becomes very simple. There is no need for you to look after or look at other things, because everything is there on that particular root sheet. How the plan is, how to move in a specified direction, that will be there with you. And coming to the second point, it is a part programming. Based on whatever the root sheets given to you, sequence of operations given to you, the part programming has to be written. Means planning the sequence of machining steps. This program will do, what does it do? Means it will plan sequence of machining steps need to be followed, and this is performed by using a NC system. This is performed by using an NC system. Now till now what we are trying to do is we are trying to get or extract the root sheet by with the help of a process planning, and that by based on the process planning we do plan the sequence of machining steps. Okay, and that will give you the part programming information, and this particular part programming in case of NC system can be done by two ways. Number one is manual part programming, and number two is computer assisted part programming. CAP. There are two ways. One is manual, number two is computer assisted part programming. In manual part programming, the machining instructions are prepared on form. In this particular case of manual part programming, the machining instructions are prepared on a specific form called as a manuscript. In the form of a manuscript, the information is given in the form of a manuscript to the machine tool. And whereas in case of computer assisted part programming, the information or a part programming is written in the form by using a computer and a software. Okay. And coming to the third one, as I said, there are five. Coming to the third one is third procedure. In the procedure, third point is tape preparation. So when you have a program with you, the ultimate aim is to manufacture the component. When you have a program with you, now that program has to be processed properly. So tape preparation is one which is required. Now that is prepared, as I said in the previous lecture, on a 1-inch punched tape. A punched tape is prepared from part program. With the help of a part program, a punched tape is prepared by a programmer in the form of NC process plan. In manual part programming, the punch tape is directly prepared from the part program manuscript only. In case of manual part programming, directly it is prepared from the part program manuscript. Whereas in case of a computer interpreter is required for whatever the tape punch device prepare. Okay. So in case of a manual part program, punch tape is directly prepared from a manuscript. Okay. And this particular manuscript is prepared on a typewriter. A typewriter kind of thing is available which will prepare the manuscript. That manuscript is used for the case of tape preparation. Okay. Whereas in case of computer assisted part programming, the computer interprets and controls the tape punch device to prepare the tape for NC system. So that is how these two will work out. The only thing we need to remember is there are two things where part program can be prepared. One is manual, one is computer assisted. And whereas in case of manual, manuscript comes into picture. Manuscript itself will prepare the part programming, and that manuscript is prepared by using a typewriter. And the fourth step or the NC procedure is tape verification. What is tape verification? Whatever the tape prepared, whatever the program or a punch tape prepared, that has to be verified first before going on to the machine tool. Okay. Before going on to the machine tool, that has to be verified. Okay. Without verification, if you go directly onto the machine, if the instructions are wrong somewhere, or if the instructions are printed wrong somewhere, then the complete process will go wrong. The raw material will go in waste and time will be wasted. Accordingly, complete punch tape will be wasted. So what we try to do the verification of that particular tape. So this is done after punch tape. After the punch tape has been prepared. So for this, a method is already provided for checking the accuracy of the tape. Okay, this is checked through. Now this is checked by running it through a computer program. Okay, a computer program. Then they'll see, for example, I have prepared a punch tape where the tool has to travel in a specified direction, something like this. All right. Then I need to check out. Let me call this as 0, 0, whether the tool is traveling in a specified direction or not. When I take the assistance of a computer program, what does it do? It will show me the tool path, the movement of that particular tool. If the movement is correct, then I can use that particular whatever the tape prepared, that I can use for manufacturing. I can go directly to the production. If something is going on, for example, instead of going in this direction, if it travel in a straight way, let me change the thickness. If it goes in a straight direction, I would say there is an error. If there is an error, again I'll try to go to part program. I'll try to change the instructions accordingly. All right. If everything is going right, if there is no error at all, then definitely I take this as the authenticated part program. Then I go for the production. So I need to cross verify the same when I go for production. Before I go for production, the fourth step is completed. The fifth step is production. So the final step is production. Ultimately, production is to be performed. To perform the production process, what we are trying to do, we are going through process planning, part programming, tape preparation, tape verification. Finally, we are coming for production. If you directly come for production after process planning, what happens? If there is some problem in the complete process or the punch tape, then there will be wastage of money, there will be wastage of manpower, there will be wastage of raw material, there will be wastage of labor, there will be wastage of power, communication problem, etc. Many more are there. So in production, what we'll try to do, final step, which is called the final step in case of NC tape in production. This involves ordering of raw material. Let me pan the screen, then I'll show you. This involves ordering of raw material can be ordered. Number one, ordering of raw material, first point, and ordering of work parts, or you can say tools or tooling system, any special jigs fixtures required, or any setting up NC machine tools required. Everything will be procured. I'll say fixtures. All these need to be procured before we start the production, because once the process is started, you can't delay any of the things. Now, once you have everything, the operator will load the raw material. Operator will load raw materials. Will load the raw material and establish the starting position cutting tool relative to workpiece. The NC system then takes over the machine part according to the instructions of the tape. Then the NC machine system take over the machine parts according to the instructions. So according to the instructions, operations are performed. Instructions from part programming. Okay. When the part is completed, operator removes it from the machine and loads the next one. Once the part is completed, operator removes the part. There is some involvement of human again. To load and to unload the work part or the completed part, human involvement is required from the machine. Operator removes the completed work part. He removes the completed work part and loads the next. That is that. Alright. So I just conclude before I close the session. For example, what we are trying to do here is, in this session, we are focusing more on NC procedure. Number one is process planning. Number two, part programming. Number three, tape preparation. Number four, tape verification. Number five, production. Alright. Process planning will give you route sheets, which are sequence of operations need to be performed on a specific component, and part programming based on the route sheets. Part programming is performed, that can be performed in two ways: manual part programming or computer assisted part programming. In case of manual part programming, and manuscript is required, where tape writer is also required. By using a tape writer, manuscript is developed. Whereas in case of computer assisted part programming, computer involves with a software, and tape preparation is done by using, as I said, complete numbers, symbols and letters, and tape verification is done again by using a computer to check the tool path. Then finally production is performed, and in production we look after all, whether these raw materials are available or not, tools, jigs, fixtures available or not, or machinery, required machinery available or not. We'll check it out. If something is not existing or having with the organization, they'll try to procure, then they'll start the production process. This is all about the complete NC procedure when it comes to an NC system. And now let us see what exactly functions. The other topic I mentioned earlier is the functions of any MNC system. Coming to the functions of NC system, basically machining center is capable of performing a variety of different operations. Like for example, if I'll say the functions it can perform are drilling. In general, everybody knows actually tapping. So all these operations you can perform by using an NC system. Milling or boring. Alright. Or this is one of the capability of the NC system. And one more capability, let me write it as, it is capable of changing tool automatically under tape command. Alright. The next one is a variety of machining operation, means that a variety of cutting tools required, automatic tool changer are required, tool drums are required, and places into spindle chuck. Okay. There are the requirements are drums are required to place into, and one more requirement that it has to be placed, the material or the raw material has to be placed into spindle chuck automatically or else manually if required, because some human involvement is also required. Coming to the functions, different operations performed on the machining center, followed by what are all the automated things done. And one more is workpiece position and machine table means the rotation is also very much important, because there should be a relative motion movement between the workpiece and the tool. So workpiece position, the machine table can be oriented the job so that it can be machined on several surfaces. For example, there is a component of this kind. There are multiple surfaces. So on which surface would you like to machine? So orientation of the table is also a criteria, which is one of the functions required. Some machine centers has two tables or pallets on which workpiece can be fixed. So some machine centers will have two tables. Now it should be capable of operating two effectively. And there are cases where you have pallets nothing but where you have different types of tools available, or on which pallets on which you can place workpiece, pallets on which workpiece can be fixed while the machining sequence is being performed on the work part. That can be fixed on the pallet, workpiece can be fixed on the pallet, so that sequence machining sequence is being performed on one work part. And that can be loaded, that can be unloaded, which improves the tool utilization properly. Okay. Nothing but the function. Whenever somebody asks you about the NC system functions, either here the functions of NC machine center, or it is capable of performing drilling operation. Let me change the color. Drilling operation, tapping operation, boring operations, and automated tool changer is one of the possibility. And requirements or tool drums and spindle chucks are the requirements where the functions, different functions can be performed. And pallets are one where workpiece is fixed, accordingly machining is performed or sequence of operations are performed. In some cases it is capable, the NC systems are capable of orientation, table orientations also, where some workpieces, different surfaces need to be machined. So orientation, relative movement between the machine, movement between the tool and the workpiece is also one of the requirements. Okay. Just make a note of all the points which I have mentioned so that you can write the descriptive part better than before. All right. So keeping in mind the first session, whatever I have discussed, all the three elements, and this is the NC procedure followed by different functions. All right. If you want some other topics need to be covered, or in depth of any specific topic need to be covered, or any comments related to the topic which I have explained, you can comment in the box given below. And thank you.